Lizzo, right? Lovely, lovely song she, put out there. Good as hell. Good as hell. But anyways, yeah, it is a brand new week and welcome to the Prog Show. That's talking about the program and a show. We call those morning rise. You call it a breakfast show. And yes, we are so rejuvenated. I say we because I'm using the first person plural. That's right, we. In case you didn't know, we is a first person plural, okay? I'm not alone in the studio, but yes, I'ma just introduce me and she will introduce herself. My name is Uduak Daniel and yeah.
I am Omoife Peace Osemere.
Omoife. So much drama in River State over the weekend.
I tell you,
Lord
honestly,
have mercy.
I saw this post, I think on Instagram or Facebook, where the victory. I mean the unprecedented victory, in that election in River State could be linked to the Ngongwo challenge.
Yes, the challenge. yes. I would no doubts about that. And I think APP, right? My goodness. Nobody saw that coming.
Honestly,
nobody saw that coming. But the PDP is already appealing in Abuja, saying, "Oh, what happened in River State? No, it's a foul play," and all of that is expected. Yeah,
right.
But we are looking forward to see more political parties come out and put their cries out there in lamentation. But this is not also to say that there were no discrepancies that happened in River State, but that will be a talk for another day. Now let me greet you in the way that we know how to greet you. All right, in Akwana Karon, they want to give Olodudu. In my dialect, I would say I miss you, and Omoife would add to it.
I have to ring the bell.
Every time you do that, man, it has a ring on it.
Yeah.
But yes.
Thank you.
Yes, this is the pages. This is how we start your day the right way, allow you to get into the nitty-gritty for the day, because it's part of our job description to ensure that you are entertained, you're informed, and it is indeed a privilege for us, though, to sit behind here to speak to you. But let's also let you in on the fact that today is yet another crucial day, right? A very, very crucial, important day, and I will let Omoife, jump on this one for us.
That's right. Today, October 7th, 2024, marks a World Habitat Day.
That's right.
United Nations Human Settlement Program, that's UN Habitat, of course. 2024, the theme for this year is engaging youth to create a better urban future. The global observance of World Habitat Day, marked on 7th of October 2024, is under the theme engaging youth to create a better urban future. What happens to the rural areas, though?
Okay, you know what, Emma, I'm not gonna tell with you on that lane. But anyways, let's get to update you on certain things that you ought to know this morning, right? Just before we jump into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. Starting already, did you also know that Nigeria's electricity distribution companies have raked in a total sum of 887.86 billion naira as revenue in the first 7 months of 2024. Well, if you didn't know, well, okay. Well, that was also following the tariff increase for Band A customers and improved revenue collection. It's now that is ringing a bell in my head. Why are you ringing a bell?
I'm not going to dwell on that. So, I don't get, the listeners come, for me this morning.
I get that. But anyways, let's move ahead, though.
The National Association of Academic Technologists has issued the federal government a 21-day ultimatum to pay the 5.5 months of withheld salaries, among other demands, or its members will withdraw their services in universities. Now, this ultimatum was part of NAT's resolutions during its 56th National Executive Council meeting held in Taraba State.
All right, ASU is there brewing, and now there is a NAT. Okay, but 3 kidnappers, suspected to have somewhat attempted to kidnap the wife of a member of the Delta State House of Assembly have been killed by the police in a fierce gun duel. Right, so it was actually gathered that the hoodlums, they failed in an attempt, to kidnap the woman at the Okoloba Junction, Jakpa Road, where the suspected Uwe, my bad. Uwe, right, where the suspected kidnappers killed 2 policemen spokesman and the driver, Dr. David Imela, during the incident. Well, their souls rest in peace right there. But the good thing, of course, is that the efforts of the kidnappers have been somewhat foiled, right? And that is something to write on to.
All right, moving on. Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State on Sunday presided over the swearing-in ceremony for the newly elected chairpersons of the 23 local government councils in the state.
The Nigeria Customs Service, NCS, has acquired a certain kind of caravan aircraft as part of its efforts to enhance its air patrol and surveillance operations. Now, the Comptroller General, that's the CG of the NCS, Adewale Adeniyi, made this known in a statement issued by the service spokesman Abdullahi Maywada, on Sunday in Abuja. Okay, that's something.
Is that a step in the right direction?
Is that a step in the right direction? More aircraft.
Should we talk about how much was actually expended on this aircraft? Or we should leave that for another day?
Let's leave that for another day on Waife.
All right,
honestly,
if you say so.
Honestly.
Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak of Kwara State has declared today, Monday, October 7, a public holiday to commemorate the 2024 World Teachers' Day.
Right.
This is contained in a statement on Sunday by the Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development, Hajiya Sa'adatu Modibo Kawu.
All right. Okay, you heard that. But let's take you back to some armed bandits, rendezvous, where over the weekend they abducted, the district head of Kanya under the Danko Wasagu local government area of Kebbi State. Now, Alhaji Isa Daya, the district head of Kanya village, was abducted when armed bandits stormed this village, and they killed one person. They injured 3 persons, now receiving treatment at the hospital, and abducted 8 persons, including the Kenyan monarch, in the latest siege by armed bandits. Awful. Awful.
Very awful.
I tell you.
Well, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Olayemi Cardoso, has said the bank raised the interest rate once again in its last monetary policy committee MPC meeting to check inflation. He also said the bank's decision to implement the electronic foreign exchange matching system, EFEMS, was rooted in the understanding that trust was essential to central banking.
All right, is the central bank indeed, helping to take away the inflation, or is this, just bringing more untold hardship in the name of we are trying to remove inflation and all of that?
It appears we're beating round circles because economists have over time come out to say that raising the interest rates can in no way tackle inflation. So,
well, economists said that, but let's go find out what the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, is saying, where the operatives have intercepted 13.29 million pills of opioids, including tramadol, Tramaking, quick action tramadol.
What's that?
There's a lot.
That's new.
That's new.
Tamol, that for the first time.
Tamol X. I'm just hearing that. Royal Tapentandol and Carisoprodol, as well as 38,253 bottles of codeine-based cough syrup at the Port Harcourt Port Honor in River State. I don't know. A lot of stuff's going through this Port Harcourt Port Honor in River State right there. That should be indeed really checked.
But somehow we need to give it to the NDLEA. They've really been on their toes, right, to check all of these excesses. But regardless, if you're listening to us, NDLEA, please do well to come on board. Let's, enlighten Nigerians on all that you're doing, and also try to, educate, especially the youth, on the need for them to, say no to drug abuse. But the last thing you need to know for today is, why do you have to leave this for me, Udo?
No, I didn't leave this for you, man. Fate did. Destiny did.
Well, Kelly Ray of the former Double K duo in the Big Brother Naija No Lose Guard season has emerged the winner of the show.
Okay, he's the winner. He's the winner.
Right, he was announced the winner by the host of the show, Ebuka Obiuchendu, during the grand finale of the show on Sunday night in Lagos. Woohoo! Okay. So the show's finally come to an end.
Finally, we come to a rest.
Nigerians can now rest.
Can we focus now? But that's something though. The husband-wife thingy and the way they handle the whole thingy, man, it's something to really, watch.
But it did come to you as a surprise.
It did come to me as a surprise because I was thinking, the other contender,
the Wani
Hani, because she had massive votes.
No, she was, one of them was all over, the guys in the house. So they really didn't go there for the money, perhaps. Well, maybe they went there to find love.
You never know.
All right.
But anyways, let's move away from love now and talk, the front page of Nigerian newspapers, bring you up to speed with what's going on. Just to also alert you, it's not quite a lot because it seems really scanty, but we'll do our best to also bring it to your audiovisual consciousness right there. Right, we've got a couple of dailies. We've got the Guardian newspaper. We've got the Vanguard newspaper. We've seen the Daily Trust newspaper, and yes, the Punch newspaper, made it early, but the Nigerian Tribune, for some reason, we could not really find that coming early. But you already know the show must go on. Well, let's begin with the Guardian newspaper already right now. And with the Guardian newspaper, what is the big story? The big story concerns over Naira's fair value after CBN's $2 billion lifeline. Right? Concerns over Naira's fair value after CBN's $2 billion lifeline, and it's got just one rider to it. NNPCL withholds $11.3 billion, remits only $2.3 billion to Federation amid PIA flaws. Now you would find that story on page 3 for that one, and then on page 6, of course, the big story is indeed very loud with the front page of the Guardian newspaper. And to this one, Fubara swears in chairman APC upsets Benue. PDP shines in Akwa Ibom. All right, you don't say. You would find that one on page 15. At least finally the PDP have got a state where they're shining, and that is something, right? But let's go to page 5 right now. For some reason, I don't know why it's written in red, but let's find out. Nigeria's cargo clearance costs 79% above neighbors, says report. All right, you might want to see that report and see how it indeed, speaks to you, whether your business or whatever it is that you do that has to do with cargo, shipping and everything. But let's see this one now. This one on page 9. Right, I've got sharp eyes. Stop bringing ill-gotten money as offerings. Somebody is warning. A clergyman is warning right there. Okay. The bell goes, I tell you. Stop bringing ill-gotten money as offerings. All right, you want to find out which clergyman? What's his name? Go check out the Guardian newspaper.
And someone is obviously being honest right now.
Very honest, right. If you've asked me. All right, moving away from that now.
Let's take a look at the Vanguard newspaper. On the Vanguard newspaper, we have local government polls as the kicker. PDP has lost Rivers. BOT chair Wabara laments. This is actually a page 5 read, and it actually comes with a number of riders underneath the headline. The first one here says, party rocked its own boat, ignored warnings, okay? And this one here says, we've uncovered plans to unleash violence on local government headquarters. Fubara talking there. Swears in 23 council chairman, councillors, says, I am still in PDP. Okay. Atiku hails Rivers people, Fubara for, rejecting intimidation. And then this one here says, Minima hails Rivers governor over successful local government poll. APP dedicates victory to Rivers people. Stop usurping president's power. CTC chairman warns. And then the last writer says, commends Fubara for peaceful polls. All of that on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And then this one here says, shock as banks record huge profit amidst gloomy economy. How are you doing it? That's on page 22. And then this one here, Vanguard's Priska Samduru wins NLNG prize. All right, we really don't have much going across the dailies this morning.
Right.
What exactly is going on?
But that will be the Vanguard. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Maybe somebody has bought all the slots across board. Probably there's just not a lot to talk about anymore. But well, that's the Vanguard newspaper. Let's move away from that one now and bring you the Daily Trust newspaper. Remember, today is the 10th day in a month, or the 7th day in a month of, October of 2024. All right, make hay while the sun shines. Very important. Now let's get on with this one. Daily Trust, the big story. How multi-billion naira illicit arms entered Nigeria 23 times in 7 years. All right, you would find that story on page 4. It's got a couple of writers, 3 precisely though. Trend portends grave danger, experts say. Another writer, investigation ongoing. Customs is saying that. An NSA's office takes custody of seized ammunition. Right, to this one now, that will be on page 28. My sharp eyes is really sharp. It says higher interest rates painful for borrowers, but necessary to control inflation. This is something we'll talk about. CBN is saying that one now. But let me take you very quickly to page 12. This one says, gunmen abduct school principal, 8 others in Kaduna. Okay. Now, Abuja Kaduna Kano Highway. All right, quite a number of names right there. A federal government threatens to revoke Burgess contract over price dispute. All right, page 5 is carrying that story. And now to the base. War on Gaza, 1 year of killings, hunger, displacement. Page 2 is carrying that one. And that is how we say bye-bye to the Daily Trust newspaper this morning.
Right, the Punch newspaper is up next. And of course, on the front page, you have Rivers crisis as the kicker. Wike Camp heads for court as Fubaros was in local government chairman. Right underneath it says APC, PDP faction vow legal battle as governor. Atiku, others, counsel local government chiefs on resident welfare. Okay, that's actually on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Right. And then just above the big news story on the front page of the Punch newspaper, you have this one: Naira for crude. 3 refineries plan PMS production. Dangote awaits NNPC supply. Okay. All right. Nigeria's debt servicing soars to 6 trillion naira, says CBN report. That's also on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. And then this one here says a tariff hike. Discourse revenue jumps to 88. Is this 88 now? I'm sorry, 887 billion naira. Okay. Right, that's on page 36 of the Punch newspaper. And then 2027, Labour Party welcomes Kwankwaso's offer to be Obi's running mate. What is UD? Are we still in 2024, 2025, or maybe 2026?
When I think about some of these issues, it makes me want to wonder if I'm 2 or 3 years older already, because I don't know. The fight for the next election, it's at an alarming stage. I just wish that we put all of that energy for 2027 and say, hey, you know what? We want to ameliorate the sufferings of the masses. We want to make sure that indeed the fuel, crisis that we are into right now, would come, to, at least, even if it's not to an abrupt end, but at least we should be able to see the gains of it, reduction in the price of the commodities, because one way or the other, economically, it has a way of affecting us, whether the commodities in itself, or transportation, quite a number of things. Right?
But just to chew on this a little further, there are indications that a possible merger, within those opposition political parties is most, likely, and perhaps, could give, the ruling party a run for its money if, care is not taken.
Does somebody just say, thank God? Well, I heard you if you said thank God in your hearts, but yeah, we don't know how far that would go. I mean, we saw a merger, is it during the Buhari administration that brought about the Tinubu administration and all of that. How did it go with that merger? Is that what we really need, or we need a very indigenous crop of political, personalities who will indeed come with an ideology that is more people oriented and not for selfish gains?
Well, still on the Punch newspaper this morning, Abba Moro tackles Aliyah as APC sweeps Benue local government seats, and that's on page 18 of the Punch newspaper. I trafficked drug to pay my MSc fees. Canadian suspect talking there. That's actually on pages 4 and 5. I mean, that speaks to the level of poverty, and also the unemployment rate in the country. Just imagine that you have to traffic drugs to
run masters.
It's really
can
sad.
I even shock you on if a masters again in this country
is
so almost
expensive.
It's not even about how expensive it is. It is now overrated. Overrated in the sense that...
You think so?
Yeah, overrated in the sense that everybody can gain a master's now. I mean, in a very dubious backdoor kind of way. I'm telling you, everything has a price now.
This is an eye-opener for me, honestly.
So sad, I must confess.
Well, 50 CNG stations servicing 200 million Nigerians. 50 CNG stations,
Okay.
servicing 200 million Nigerians. This statement is credited to the NMDPRA. And then, I mean, one would actually ask a question as to how realistic is this, that we have just 50 CNG stations, servicing 200 million Nigerians. Maybe we have, more to come, but 50 is perhaps not enough.
Okay.
I'll leave it there for the Punch newspaper this morning, UD.
All right, guess what? The Nation newspaper and the Nigerian Tribune newspaper have also made a showing, so it would only be due diligence to look into them. Now, let's look at the Nation newspaper. The big story: experts list merits of crude sale to refineries in Naira. All right, experts list merits of crude sale to refineries in Naira. It's got two writers to it. It's a win-win for investors, marketers, users. Second writer, less pressure on domestic currency. And that story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper. It's continued on page 4 of the Nation newspaper as well. But let's go above the Nation newspaper banner now. I'm talking about the heights, the apogee, the apex, the very zenith of it now. On page 6, Yakubu. After 110 years, Nigeria is indivisible. Alrighty. Okay, it's got one writer. Ethnic groups interwoven. I see. Reports seek PIA amendments to halt falling government revenue. That one you would find on page 4 is looking popular. And to this one right here on page 26, husband stabs new wife to death in Lagos. Wow.
What is it with your gender, though?
My gender now? Really? On my face. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Right, let's leave that for another day.
Right. But let's go to page 2 and 3. This must be serious. How stabilization bills before National Assembly will affect taxation. Okay, stabilization bills, they call it. To this one, beginning on the front page of the Nation newspaper, but continuing on page 4. Wow. And this one says, North's leaders in final push to end banditry, terrorism. All right, that'll be all for the Nation newspaper and the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Surface.
All right, on the front page of Nigerian Tribune newspaper, of course, New Rivers begins from now. This is coming from the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara. Swears in 23 newly elected local government chairmen, charges them to be servant leaders, alleges people being mobilized by a political unit to attack chairman at council secretariat, warns against violence, wants local government bosses to be patient and calculative. That's APP talking there, all right, or APP wins 314 councillorship seats. Rivers people's rights to choose leaders upheld. Atiku talking there. You get all of that on page 2 of Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. And then APC to Tinubu, locate headquarters of proposed Southwest Development Commission in Ibadan. That's actually a page 4 read.
That's right.
And then NDLA arrest Canadian lady at Lagos airport, intercept 9 billion naira worth opioid in Rivers. All right, that's on page 24 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Customs acquire aircraft for surveillance. All right, that's on page 8. And then Oshun to launch C of O in 45 days. That's a page 2 read. Still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, why we floated the Naira. This is coming from the CBN governor, Olayemi Cardoso. 2 writers underneath that headline. The first one here says, gives scorecard after 1 year in office. And then the second one says, mops up 1.355 trillion Naira as money supply hits 107.1 million Naira. All of that on page 6 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. And then this one here says, Ondo flood victims count losses, appeal for help. All right, right underneath it says the government commences dredging of rivers and streams. Details on page 27. And then experts decry low oil revenues to Federation, seek review of PIA. That's on page 2. And the last one right here on the front page says INEC registers 58,708 new voters. Ondo Rec Babalola Details on page 23 with a write underneath it which says a commission set to distribute PVCs. I'll leave it there this morning for the Nigerian Tribune newspaper.
Exactly, that's what we also leave it, for the front pages. But yes, we are not leaving it for your voice, because yes, your voices have to be heard. And just to also let you in on the fact that we have a strong social media presence across social media platforms. We have a strong base, and that would be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as TikTok, and not forgetting YouTube, all of which you can connect with us via at Eagles FM Abuja. Let me say that again, at Eagles FM Abuja. Right, now let's give you the number so that we can connect together and have this discourse, wholeheartedly. Right, the number for you to call to be a part of the conversation this morning, 0907 353 0044. The other number would be 0908 766 8888. And the WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. Taking this call now.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and location, please.
Yes, my name is Apostle Osalai from Apo in Abuja.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
My take goes like this. There will be 4 Nigerians we believe INEC in total is that whenever they conduct election and there will not be litigation here and there, it will go a long way. Not when they will be carrying out the law that vote buying is against the law of the INEC. John Paul of the people that they win election in one platform or the other, they will go to another party. That's the time when Nigeria we have hope on them. All these things they are saying, I do see that I know that INEC is independent, because time without number you will see vote buying, you will see some mago in a local palace they used to call it. And INEC will go to court and support the person they declare as the winner. That's my own take this morning. God bless you people for good updates you people are giving us. My name remains Apostle Osalai.
Thank you so much. Apostle Osalai right there, putting his voice out. You two can do the same, but let's go take this one.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
It's
Moses.
And UD.
Yes, Moses.
Yeah, this Moses. You really decode the voice very well. What did you bring for us in this weekend? Because we didn't see
so much, I tell you. We will see it on the front pages.
My own, go ahead at the new floor. Go ahead.
Chai, Moses, have mercy on me.
God bless you for the good job you are doing over there.
My brother, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I hope our president is back.
We'll confirm that just to be sure, so we don't give an alternate, information. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. My prayer for this country is that one day this country will be fixed where other presidents to have their own leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amen.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yes.
Electricity, Disco. In your report or headline says that they have gained over 817 billion as a gain. Well, they shouldn't target so much on gain, but they should target on the provider, what they will provide for the masses. Because as I'm talking to you now, we are in darkness, and you gain when others are in darkness. I don't know how gain you are talking about. Yeah, that is. I hope that point is very strong.
Right.
Yeah, because if you are gaining on when people are not happy on what you are providing for them, what gain are you talking about? It should be the both sides. The masses should gain from what they are consuming, and what you consumed as a provider, you also should gain. So it should be winning for the both sides. So if you are celebrating your gain, and the people enjoying the life they are not enjoying, what gain are we talking about? That is one point that they should look onto.
Right.
Then how illegal arms enter into this country almost 23 times in 7 years.
27.
Yeah. This is a shocking news. Where are our security? No wonder. That is why this insecurity up to date we are still facing. All these illegal arms enter into this country without search. Even sometimes when we see them on board being searched, you won't see anybody behind it. They can only show it. You won't see people who are responsible regarding to this arms importation.
Right.
So let the security sit up and do what is needful. Thank you, Yudi.
All right.
Thank you, Ife, and God bless you.
All right, thank you so much, Moses. Appreciate that one. Taking this one. All right. Hello. Okay, that's a miss. Well, anyways, let's just go for a little bit of breather. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't forget, keep it locked.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Get the desired clients for your business and service and get your phones buzzing. From the 1st of September to the 31st of December, you can advertise and reach a large audience with the Eagles FM Ember Months package. Advertise on any of our platforms and get a whopping 30% discount. That's right, 30% discount. For more information, please call 080-5919-8658. 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. 081-5791-7278. The Eagles FM 102.3 FM Ember package is a sure way to getting a wider clientele for your business and service.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, thanks for staying with us. And if you are just joining us, we're actually, reviewing the pages this morning on Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja. Your radio experience you can count on. The studio lines are still open, so you can call in. Let's hear from you what you make of, the blazing headlines for today. The numbers to call are 090-8766-8888 or 090-7353-0044. The WhatsApp order number will be
0909-705-4450. Taking this call already. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning, you.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
And good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Felix from Lambata.
Oh, Felix, feels good to hear from you this week. That's right, feels good.
I use this opportunity to congratulate His Excellency Governor Similaye Fubara for doing the unthinkable.
Okay.
Having a very good, successful, free and fair local government election. Even though his party won all.
Okay.
You see, PDP are not taking a wiki seriously. And unfortunately, they are paying dearly for it. I want to tell people that they have lost Rivers State. Rivers State have shifted to
Are you
from
there?
PDP, they will move to whichever party they choose much later. Sorry, PDP. The corruption, the endemic corruption in PDP has gotten them where they are. And we have no hope of winning this country again. I'm sorry to say that. You're talking about masters.
Okay.
I tell you, masters and PhD, all degrees are on sale. Original certificates are on sale in Nigeria. You can buy anyone you want to buy with your money and then get any kind of job. That is why productivity in Nigeria is very, very low. Thank you and God bless you.
Well, Felix, you can't buy all of it. When I made that statement, so you don't take me out of context. What I'm saying is that it will be reckless of us to act as though we don't know that there is a rot in our country, right? As much as there are very, very genuine masters out there, but we are still saying that with the type of rot that we have, it almost seems as if money can buy everything and anything now. And it also comes, I'm speaking from a place of authority now, yeah? You see people stay outside the country and they just send one or two things and they're done with their masters. Even finances is part of it. And it just is almost bringing the education sector into a place of ridicule, especially when you're looking at it from the higher education, point of view. But yes, there is a rot and we would not shy away from it.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sister. Good morning, Woodward.
Yes, good morning.
A long time. My name is GB from Blacktown.
Right, GB, welcome.
Yes. On Rivers State election, to me, there's no sense ordinary the governor have done. Even the opposition, they knew that that election will hold. You see, there's no any threshold about that. If the total number of participants do not participate, the election is void. If it's only 5 people that voted in that election in local government, it's an election. They will count and declare the result.
Right.
So because they cannot be every year. The position are only in the city protesting. I know that in local government, in other people will go and vote. You know what I'm saying? But what matters most now is the validity of that election. Because there are many cases in court, and those cases will go to Supreme Court. If that is declared invalid, then it's invalid. They will declare valid. If then I will give some prop to the governor. Because at this time, I will not praise him, I will not congratulate him. Because so far as the election, if it's only people that's why you can see that they don't declare the result by local government. You cannot see anywhere where the returning officer government declare result. No, because it's abysmal low. Then what matters most is that people voted for a party and the party won. That is what matters as today.
Right.
But in the consequence, you now see the legal back that will come in because there are about 3 court injunction and judgment on this election, and they will not end where they are. They go to Supreme Court. The secondly, on the issue of distribution companies declaring surplus or declaring some good money, it's their work. It's work to get money. But let me tell you, that money that's declaring is very, 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 very small compared to what you have gotten. If they supply enough power to Nigeria, Nigeria needs power. I mean, let me tell you today, if they have done the right thing, the drug company should be the richest company, even more than banks in Nigeria.
Okay. Because
the demand and need for energy in Nigeria. To me, what they declare is a peanut to what I tell them to do. So let them provide more power for people, and they will get more profit and create employment for people. Right. And economy will be revived. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, JB. Very authoritative you put out there. Go taking this one. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Are you there? Hello.
All right, just not ready for us, though. Well, we're still giving you the update and looking at the front page of Nigerian newspapers right there and bringing it to your audiovisual consciousness, right? But yes, a couple of information out there. Let's see. We should be able to, stretch a little bit on some of the headlines. But while we are on that, let's go take this one.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ife. Good morning, UT. This is Alami from Mapo Legislative Quarters.
Good morning, Alami.
Thank you. Yeah. On the shambolic and the illegal election, local government election that took place in Rivers State, according to the law and the judgment given by Justice Lee for Federal High Court, Abuja,
right,
the election is illegal. It shouldn't have taken place. There was a judgment barring the election on the basis that the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission and the state government refused to follow the laid down laws, which is one, making a notification publication 90 days before the election date is even fixed, which will give INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, the time to discontinue with its activities of continuous voters registration and sensitization, to put a halt to it and then clean off its record and send Rivers State voter register database back to the state electoral body. Now there was also a judgment that the INEC should not hand over Rivers State Electoral Commission the Rivers State voter database. So the question is, what database did Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission use in conducting the election? I've always been saying this, that we are not serious. We don't want a working system. And you can see that people are calling and they are congratulating Rivers State because they feel it is a political battle between Wike and Fubara. This is how we are bastardizing our institution. This is how we are kicking this, destroying and denigrating our country daily.
Okay.
And then you see people, like I always say, the impunity. We just want the impunity to favor us. When it favors us, democracy is safe. But when it's against us, we want to cry and wail. let us continue.
All right,
you know,
Alamain.
when we are serious about building a country, we will know that these individuals are only destroying our country for their own selfish political gain.
All right,
I rest my
thank you.
case. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that one from Alameen right there, putting out his thoughts. I mean, yes, the truth is we would not also act as though. I mean, it's in the news. We've seen it, in videos and all of that. It's posted on social media. I mean, there's a lot to talk about as a result of the just concluded Rivers State as a local government elections right there. There's a lot to talk about. But yeah, is there any time that an election is being held that there's never a lot to talk about? There's always a lot to talk about. But yeah, Alameen, thank you for your thoughts.
Well, one thing, just to bring this in as well. I mean, a number of Nigerians who are congratulating, the people of Rivers State for, the conduct of the election, despite, the court judgment, that somehow tried to stop, the conduct of that election because there were, one or two anomalies here and there.
Yep.
The thing is, obviously, the governor of Rivers State, and the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, they've been at loggerheads.
Right.
And somehow it's been, a battle of, it's been a popularity contest. Let me put it that way. I am the godfather of Rivers State. I own PDP. I would decide what will happen at the end of the day. But here we are. You see a new party sort of, coming to sweep 22 local, governments, right?
Yeah.
It's quite unprecedented, one would say. So for a number of Nigerians, it is something new, and it is worth applauding.
Right.
And somehow just to send a message, to these political parties, the old existing political parties, to always, put their acts together.
And who's looking at the conduct of the Rivers State governor? He's calm. But how long will he be calm? Well, your guess is as good as ours. But let's go see this one now.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Okay.
All right.
Hello,
Yo,
good morning,
good morning.
Omo Efe.
morning.
Selassie, good morning.
Daniel.
Yes, please. Selassie, good morning. Welcome
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes, we could. Where are you calling from?
I want to say congratulations to Simila Ekobara. Some people say it's a symbolic. They didn't see Benno on a symbolic. You see how some people, their thinking mentality is? Now, this man in Abuja has been holding reef apparatus. I remember one man in Oyo that time. He called himself the pillar of Oyo. And it until when that man was out, then Oyo. Now this man was out. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, this person that is calling himself somebody in Abuja, would have been irrelevant, would have been nowhere. Even now, if President Sakam, he has nowhere to lay his hand. He has been there troubling PDP, troubling other political parties. In Benue, APC sit all. In the Upper Ibo, PDP sit all. Now in Upper Ibo, in Rivers, APC sit all. And he called this radio station because he wonder how some people are calling and congratulate. I call and congratulate.
Selassie.
We all know. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Selassie. Please, Selassie, there is no need for all of this, right? He made his views, and he made it clearly. He didn't call you. He didn't quote you. He didn't. Come on, let's not do this, man.
But
let's
if at all, Selassie and Alameen, if you guys have, pending issues to sort out,
right?
Maybe you should do that amicably, right?
Right.
But it's really interesting how both gentlemen, how they speak with so much passion on the show.
Well,
it's really commendable.
It's also about, I feel beyond the passion, and beyond the passion on the show, right? Will be the passion for the country, right? It's for us to indeed, make headway. But yes, we appreciate, both your views. But let's go see this one.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Barrister.
Good morning to you, Obasanjo.
Obasanjo.
Yeah, from Amale.
Yes.
Awesome. So yes.
Barrister. My sister, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thank you. If I'm in that position, like the other lady, the trafficking of me, I would do why because.
No, Obasanjo Mbok.
Come on.
Let's not even start that kind of conversation. What kind of no, don't.
Hello, good morning.
Judy.
Hello, Bright.
Bright, good morning to you.
That's right. Bright feels good. Feels good to speak with you this morning.
This is Bright from Airport Road.
Exactly.
Right.
Thank you.
If there is no sin, there is no network. in River State.
Okay.
No network.
Come on, Bright. Come on.
In a long while,
Right.
I've not been happy.
Right.
But to Saturday, I have been happy.
Okay.
Yes. Because you see now, the people that are calling us whalers, there are now people that are willing. No, when Wike was doing what was doing in 2023, Wike is a strong man, a political tactician, a strategist. Now, Mr. Network has shown him that he has the SIM card to start into Rivers political network, and you have service everywhere.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Look,
all
let me
right.
tell you, Alansi was right.
No, Bright.
Because-
Let's not stare any.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not stare.
Okay, sorry,
You,
sorry.
you've given your
Let me not
point. Appreciate that from you. Though.
Sorry.
Appreciate.
Let me greet Alansi first.
Oh.
See, you see in Nigeria,
Oh.
when we are doing the wrong thing, and people are shouting, "This is not good. This is not good." You see, today now, other people have learned their own method of doing it. That is maybe right is whether they call it right is right or right is might. Now, police didn't conduct the election in River State. They were not involved, but the election took place, and they are going to tell you that next month now, when they are doing a election, and they will give us 45,000 policemen, 60,000 NSP, 40,000 military. Is that unnecessary now? River State has given us a new dimension to conducting an election in Nigeria. The problem we have in Nigeria, you see the security men, you see INEC, you see judges. Any day they put this in order, the people will have the type of people they want to read them. Let me give you an example.
Bright.
Could you please wrap up your thought because of
Time will not even allow for the example, but we want to appreciate you for your thoughts, Bright. I mean, you've expended so much time already. But let's get on with the WhatsApp right now and see what our family members are saying via the WhatsApp portal. In case you're just tuning in for the first time and you also want to join the conversation, remember you can send your WhatsApp voice message or voice note to the number 0909 705 4450. This is the Pages, the newspaper review segment of the Eagles Morning Rises breakfast show. We call it the Eagles Morning Rise. It's an entirety package, right? So, well, yeah, we see this one. Let's go take it very quickly. Oh, come on. Come on, take it, B.
Good morning, Daniel Andefe.
Good morning to you.
From Nassau State. It's a pity after being a governor for 8 years, you don't want to go and rest. The local government election in Rivers shows it could be conducted without the police. IGP claimed to be acting on a court order from Abuja, which lacks jurisdiction to have issued the order. Why the security authority choose to act on some court orders and reject some, e.g., court orders release of Nnamdi Kanu, El-Zakzaky on many occasions, but same people refuse to, reject the release or to release them. Abba Moro should stop crying. It's a common thing. Any governor who conducts a local government election wins everything. The governors of Rivers and Benue demolishing structures. All right. I don't even know how that makes sense. Now,
Okay, that's what he said. Okay.
Terry
All right.
Kimbi, thank you so much. And the photograph you attached to this message.
Oh my goodness.
No.
It said today is structure of demolition day. Okay. Well, let's also let you in on the fact that, look, let's not always mix this entire thing. I mean, I keep hearing people say, oh, there's a court order that has said Nnamdi Kanu walk freely. No, I do not. There's no such thing, right? So that we educate ourselves, right? Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the people's indigenous people of Biafra, he had a complex, history with the Nigerian courts. Now, he was arrested on October 14, 2015, and held for over a year, despite multiple court orders agreed for his release. But in April 2017, Kanu was released on bail. Let's not always forget this part, right? And when he was released on bail, he bailed.
He fled.
He fled.
Yeah.
Come on, man. let's get our facts right, okay, so that we don't mislead ourselves, in the process.
All right, this one, Samuel from Kwije says, good morning, Uduak.
Good morning to you.
Congratulations and welcome to another new day and new week. Bandits still on rampage, kidnapping monarch and his subjects and killing others. Please, the security personnel should add more efforts to the good works they are doing.
Right.
For a man to kill his new wife in Lagos, something is wrong somewhere.
Indeed.
Illegal arms entering the country. I ask, what is the duty of security personnel that are meant to secure our borders? May God make it easy for us in this country, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Right,
Have
amen
a great
to that
day.
one.
Thank you so much. But perhaps with the aircraft that has been procured by the Nigerian customs, maybe that would enhance the operations.
Exactly.
And,
I want to believe so.
Secure our borders. This one here says, good morning, UD and FA for short.
Good morning to you too, James.
The local government elections across states is a testament to why we may not get complete local government autonomy in this country. The election shows how politicians are the ones who determine election results. Why won't distribution companies declare massive profits when they hiked tariffs? UD, do you know most Nigerians have now been moved to Band A unknowingly? James from Suleja, thank you so much for
James,
that message.
Indeed, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm short of words. I'm lacking for words, actually. But it's something we'll handle. We'll talk about, and see how we can make leadway.
Right. This one here says, good morning. The compatible duo of Obong Uduak Daniel and Lady Omoefe.
Obong Uduak Daniel.
Obong.
Oh, yes, better.
I think I'll just, use Chief going forward. Chief UD.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
The Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, or whatever it is called. No, it is called NERC, right?
Please.
Is widely known to be rejoicing over what could be regarded as blood money.
Wow.
If not so, how can such people pretend, to have made gains while the ordinary Nigerians are bearing excruciating pains over high electricity tariffs? There is nothing like making gains in this respect, but cheating the poor to get richer. And we know that any foundation laid on falsehood will crumble no matter how long it takes. It's just a matter of time. May God Almighty save us from ourselves. Comrade
Ulobasi right there from Buhari. Awesome. All right. God save us.
And this one here says, good morning, Mr. UD. I think Mr. President will prefer to work with the governor than to work with the minister. The local government election in Rivers State is a yellow card to Mr. Wike. Henry Oga from Suleja. Was it a football match?
This is gathering a lot of dots. But anyways, let's just quickly head on to taking some voice notes already as quickly as we can. We may not be able to take more than or accommodate more than two. So yeah, bear with us. Let's see this one very quickly.
Good morning, Eagles FM. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Omoife. My name is Daniel from Kurudu. Honestly, Nigeria in Lebanon are not willing to come home. Sir, ma, even if I am in their shoe, I will not come back to this country. A country where people cannot feed. A country where there is no crisis but there is starvation. A country where people cannot even do transportation, move from one place to other. A country that there is a total failure of government. Is it a country that people will come? It's not as if some of us are attacking our leaders, but their failure is too much. It is unimaginable. This is inhumanity. When you are living in a country where there is no crisis and yet the people live in starvation, this is not good. Our leaders should wake up to their responsibility. I have a friend here in Abuja, a Togolese. He has left for his country because he believed the economic in that country is far, far better than what we are having here in Nigeria. When he works here, he sends money home and what they receive there is peanut. That will show you how bad our Naira is. People are suffering. Our leaders should wake up to their responsibility. Enough is enough. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much for that voice note. And you saying that it's actually justified for a number of Nigerians who are skeptical about returning home despite the escalating tensions. Well, at the end of the day, if Nigerians get killed, in the face of the crisis, it's still going to be a shame on us as a nation for not being able to secure, the lives of, Nigerians in the diaspora. So whether or not, we've been able to put our acts together here, it's still, okay for us to come back home, because this is where we can call home anytime.
You just took it right off my mouth, Omoife. The truth is, east or west, we say home is the best, regardless of what is going on, in our home country. The truth is, you and I, we should have it as a responsibility, knowing fully well that we are pockets of government, and together we can work with the leaders at the higher echelon to ensuring that we got it better. But then we will not be able to go any further on this one anymore. Time is so far against us. But Triple D, I want to say a big thank you, and to you too, Honorable Edwards. I see your voice notes, but no, we would not be able to go into it. Come 9 o'clock, we'll be right here, and we're talking something on the sales of the petrol product to Dangote in Naira commencing. I mean, what are we looking to expect? Are we going to see a reduction? Is that your question? We'll find out 9 a.m. But yeah, the Sports Minister Vicky Vick is going to be here in a short bit to take you on sports on Eagles Wings until 9 o'clock. Do well to stay. Don't tune off, all right?
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM.
No AC, no problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
www.eaglesfm.com.